Welcome back to finals day here at the Kumamoto Masters. Next final is men's doubles, and it features the number 7 seeds Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, the winners of their last tournament in Saarbrücken, up against He Jiting and Ren Xiangyu, who are only in their 5th tournament together. That's quite remarkable that they're already through to a major tournament final. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, well, there was only 4 different nationalities and only 3 seeds by the quarter-final stage. Only 1 seed in the bottom half of the draw. That was the former world champions, Hoki and Kobayashi. But as you can see, by semi-final stage, 3 Chinese pairs. So it's not altogether surprising. It's an all-Chinese final. Now, as far as the race to the World Tour finals is concerned, the top 6 will definitely qualify. There is a big battle going on for who could be the 2nd Indonesian pair, because you're only allowed 2 Indonesian pairs or 2 pairs from any one nation in the World Tour finals. So there's still an awful lot to be decided at next week's China Masters, the last of the qualifying events. So the number 7 seeds, the more experienced players as a pair, Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, 2 very, very tall athletes. Second final of the year. And second final in 2 tournaments played. 1 in Saarbrücken, beating the Olympic champions Li Yang and Wang Qilin in the final. He Jiting and Ren Xiangyu in only their 5th tournament together, their first final. Well, they played all 4 tournaments on the European leg of the tour, and they started with a 2nd round exit in Finland, and then a quarter-final in Denmark, semi-final in the French Open, and a quarter-final again in Saarbrücken. So pretty much improvement all the way since their very first tournament. So as this is only a 5th tournament for He Jiting and Ren Xiangyu, it is not surprising that this is the very first meeting between these 2 pairs in international competition. You can bet your bottom dollar they've played against each other in training.
Come for the toss. This
So
is
the
black.
all-important toss of the coin, given the
And the
drift
red.
in the arena.
Red.
That's very fitting. The players in red kit choosing red. And
On the toss. How do you choose? Side.
yes,
Wait.
and they choose
Liu
which
serve.
end they
We'll
wish
see.
to start.
Okay.
He
How do you
Jiting
think?
and Ren Xiangyu. Well, it's always intriguing to me when we have a new pair comprised of 2 players that we know are exceptionally good, just to see how they gel as a combination. Well, this is the most experienced man on court, Liu Chen, because he was Olympic silver medalist with his former partner Li Junhui, and former world champion and former world #1. He's 28 years of age, 193, he's about 6'4". His partner is very slightly shorter. The 29-year-old Wu Xuanyi from Fujian province is 6'2½". They have been as high as 2 as a combination, but currently number 8 on the world ranking. Well, as far as their matches so far, they were supposed to play against qualifiers in the first round, but that never happened. So that was a walkover rather than a bye. They then played Kusuma Wadana and Rambutan of Indonesia, only 32 minutes for that. And then Koga and Saito, who in the 2nd round had beaten the former world champions, Aranchar and Sowu-ik. Semi-final was a thriller against Onyu Sin and Teo Yi. They were a game and 14-19 down. Saved a match point and came back to win it. It was absolutely thrilling. Last semi-final yesterday evening. He Jiting is 25 years of age from Showu in Fujian province. And don't pay any attention to the current ranking, because that's totally unrealistic. You need at least 10 tournaments to get anywhere near a realistic ranking. He has been as high as 10th, though. That was with Tang Xiang, with whom he reached the World Championship final in Huelva 2 years ago. His partner, Ren Xianyu, is 25. In fact, he turned 25 last month from Luzhou, southeast Sichuan province. And as I was telling you, this is their first ever final.
Ready to play?
So this is also intriguing because former partners are on opposite sides of the net, because Ren Xianyu used to play with Wu Xuanyi. All of their matches, as you can see, in 2 straight games. No seeds, though, and all 2-game affairs. Promoted from the qualifying in the first round, the pair from Chinese Taipei. I was very much looking forward to seeing Hidayat and Sukamuljo of Indonesia, a new partnership. But sadly, I didn't get to see them. But I'm sure I will before too long. Our umpire for this one is Jendra Rai of India. And Benjamin Kuo from Chinese Taipei is the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Liu Chen and Oh Xuanyi, China. And on my left, He Jiting and Ren Xianyu, China. Liu Chen to Sol to He Jiting. Level, play.
So the number 7 seeds, Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, nearest to us, against the unknown quantity, really, as a pair of He Jiting and Ren Xianyu. Have you managed to catch a glimpse of this new Chinese pair, Chris?
Yeah, I have. Saw them at some other tournaments as well. I am quite impressed. I think unfortunate timing in regards to when they're starting their partnership halfway through Olympic qualifying, so it's going to be incredibly hard for them to build a good chance of qualifying for the Olympics because it's so late. But I do think they're at the level where they are top 15 in the world, definitely, maybe top 10 in the world, possibly.
I think that's why they started the new partnerships now, because the Chinese coaching staff know they've got 2 pairs, not only the pair on court, the number 7 seeds, Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, but they've got the world number 1 ranked pair as well, Liang Kewen and Wang Chang. And therefore, I think they felt, well, those 2 pairs were almost certain to qualify, and therefore it's an opportunity to start some new pairs.
Yeah, I think there's still a reasonable chance that the pair on court, Wu and Liu, maybe won't, only because they're ranked 8 in the world at the moment, so they've got to stay top 8 to be the second Chinese pair to go, and men's doubles is so open at the moment, it's hard to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's why a game like this is so important, because they need to make sure they qualify for the World Tour finals, first of all, and second of all, they have the World Tour finals points coming off. So if they don't even get in the World Tour finals, they've got a lot of points coming off because they won the World Tour finals last year, which could possibly then result in them dropping out of the top 8. Good placement on this smash from He Jiting, just outside the right hip of Liu.
He Ting. Well, when I was researching last night, Chris, I was quite surprised to discover this is only the second all-Chinese men's doubles final in the World Tour era. The first being the Macau 300 event of 2019.
I was actually going to say that because I remember that final.
Were you there playing?
That's the question I can't remember, but I remember watching the final.
Yeah.
Because it was a very, 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 very tightly contested game, and you could tell there was a lot of frustration between both pairs.
Challenge called in.
So a challenge, first challenge of the men's doubles final. Well, as we wait for the instant review, here we go. Yeah, good challenge it was out.
Correction out. 5-4 play.
This is actually the 5th same nation men's doubles final this year. It's the 5th different country to have a same nation final. German Open was all Korean, the All England was all Indonesian, Canadian Open all Danish, Korean Masters last week all Chinese Taipei. So when people talk about diversity, I mean, yeah, some people don't appreciate same nation finals, but there's a lot of different countries that have got these two good pairs that are getting through to finals.
And it's also incredible that one of the finals you highlighted was an all-Danish final. I just mean by that a different continent, just that you will have some European players that are also competing at the highest level as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic serve there. Rien, great variation. Holds it to the last second.
Very aggressive play from He Ting.
This is what I saw from them in all their previous matches. So quick around each other. Majority Ren chasing forward to get He Ting the lift, and so aggressive when they get the attack. It's so hard to sustain the defense against them.
Another great flick serve. Well, I'm sure Ren Xiang-Wu thoroughly enjoyed those two flick serves, outwitting his former partner, Wu Xuanyi.
Okay. It is okay. Play. Yeah.
5 straight points. Brilliant. 9 minutes. You're right, Chris, they are playing quickly.
I think Ren is a player that's almost gone under the radar a little bit. He's probably the least well-known out of the 4 players on the court, and all I mean by that is the other 3 players have possibly achieved a little bit more success, but at the moment he's the best player on the court. In this match he's playing to an incredible level.
Beautiful. I don't believe it. How on earth did he get that net cord back?
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. He was on the floor, his opponent was on top of him.
Take a look at this. The dive from Ren Xiang Yu played to perfection. That is amazing.
And that was fitting after I just said how, you know, how well he'd been playing. I think he heard, because that was phenomenal.
So the mid-game interval, and it's a 6-point advantage for the brand new pair, the He Jiting and Ren Xiang Yu.
20 seconds.
没事啊，没事啊，再来1分分咬一样的啊。
Play.
Well, at the moment, the more experienced pair of Liu Yuchen and Wu Xuanyi are simply not living with the pace of their opponents. Oh, that's going wide.
7-11.
Great intersection from He Jiting.
Yeah, he reads this so well. Such quick racket as well when he takes it in front of him. Short, sharp, quick action.
Brilliant.
When they get the attack, there is no space. They're covering each other so well. They look like they've been playing together for years, not, you know, a matter of tournaments.
This time the jump smash, I suspect.
14-7.
Oh, good defence. Lovely, lovely change of pace. Here's gone wide. And Wu Xuanyi doing awfully well there because his partner, Liu Chen, is not the best mover on court. And he covered for him early on. Longest rally so far.
Thank you.
Amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is blistering attack from her and Ren.
The defence in that rally from He Jiting was incredible. He was in trouble and he was moving the shuttle around. When you're in trouble, it's first of all it's hard to get it back, but it's so difficult to put the shuttle into a space, and he did it so well. just wide enough to make his opponent stretch.
68.
Needed another step route to be able to get that.
Service over. 9-16.
Yeah, got him in the chest. And that is definitely the formation that the seeded Liu and Wu need to adopt, with Liu Chen being at the front of the court. He reads the game so well. He intercepts so many shots. Oh, that's great defense. I'm not sure who hit that. Was that Liu Chen or Wu Xuanyi that hit that defensive shot? He was down the centre in between both of them. Let's have another look. I think it was Wu Xuanyi. Do you concur?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think they'll both try and claim it because it's a very good shot. But
Service fault called too high, called on Wu Xuanyi. It's very difficult for us to tell. Serves must be below the
fantastic shot.
1.15 metre mark.
Challenges called in.
Well, they were correct on their first challenge. And they're correct on their second challenge as well. Good challenges.
Great challenge.
Oh, well, who challenged then?
18-11.
No, the umpire's got that wrong. Thing is,
Yeah, no, he has got that wrong.
Yeah.
That was a correct challenge. The umpire has got it wrong. The score is 12-17. Yeah, there's pointing it out to our umpire. Don't worry, umpire.
Service over.
We all make mistakes. Easily corrected.
I think, to be fair, the umpire got confused because they actually said on the board, challenge unsuccessful. Flashed up, so that might be why the umpire...
Yes, that would have been absolutely well spotted, Chris.
Incredible, how did he get that back?
That's amazing defence. There. Second one was a little loose, but the first one from Liu Chen was absolutely incredible. Well, they were 14-19 down in their second game of their semi-final yesterday. Liu and Wu. And it's the same scoreline again now. Made a comeback yesterday, and they do it again.
14.
Lucky net cord, and he's gained point opportunities. 6 of them for her Jiting and Ren Xiang. ambitious shot
First
to
game
attempt
won by
from
Harjit
Ushwani.
Singh and then Xiang
And
Yu,
the opening game to the
21-14.
unseeded new pair of He Ting and Ren Xianu. And they thoroughly deserved it. They played at an extremely quick pace. 21-14 in 18 minutes.
Seconds, 20 seconds.
So, of course, no coaching staff involved because two pairs from the same nation. And the Chinese coaches want to leave it to the players, left to their own devices.
Second game, low ball. Play.
So one game to the good, He Ting and Ren Xianu. Well, we saw in the women's doubles final, Chris, the advantage from playing with the drift in doubles. In singles, I think the singles players find it more difficult playing with the drift, but doubles players, there's extra sting in the attacking play. And as most of doubles is all about the attacking play, it's therefore an advantage to hit with the drift. Oh my goodness, confusion. Well, that's just about the first time I've seen this new pair get out of formation and get in a muddle.
I would agree. I'd say in the first game they were so fluid, the movement around each other, the covering. They knew exactly what was going on. And I think now already they've had a bit more trouble getting through with their attack and fractionally coming unstuck.
Off the frame of the racket, but the intention was clear. Yeah, that's a lovely kill. I like that from Ushwani.
I think they're showing, you especially showing his opponents that there's no way you're getting through me this side. Confident defense.
I was telling you that CHN and Ushwani, this is their second final in 2 tournaments played. Chris, the last men's doubles pair to reach 2 finals in 2 tournaments played.
Kim and Anders?
No.
Did they not?
They won 2 titles in 2 tournaments played. But they weren't the last pair to do that.
The last. Wang Qi Lin Li Yang. Final of high-low, and then the final of Chinese. No, in the final of Korea. No.
I think you're right.
I think that might be the second question I've ever got right, Jim.
Of course, there was another recent pair in back-to-back finals, and that was Mulana and Fikri, both Denmark and the French Open.
Service over 6-2.
All the strings gone.
Service over 3-6.
That's well left. He took his racket out of the way there. Liu Chen.
Liu and Wu, they are defending incredibly well in this second game.
Behind the back. Looks spectacular, but it rarely actually leads to an advantage.
This is where it's so important. The way that they finished this rally, it was the placement, nowhere near it. And it's so important when you're down that end against the drift slightly. Your placement is so important. Yeah, I think they did in the first. I think they know that Liu, if you hit to his racket, he has got incredible racket skills.
Yeah, you simply have to move this big man, don't you?
Yep.
Used to be nicknamed the Twin Towers with his former partner. Wei. That's a waste.
Good attack. He Ting was definitely ready for this flick. This time he read it really well. I think it's important for He Ting and Ren, whoever's the net man, just to come off the net, because their opponents are putting a lot of pace into their defense.
Yeah. That's the problem from Liu Chen. He wasn't expecting his partner to intercept this one. He'd moved and then he can't change direction. That's where he's so brilliant.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't afford to do that to him if you're hitting anywhere near him. Liu is so dangerous at the net. Cut out. If you play to the net when he stood there, you can kill it. Got to move it away from him. It's got to be much wider.
Easier said than done.
How's it think? Don't delay the game. I know. Don't delay the game.
Oh, that's a good return. All strings have gone in Herji Ting's racket, I think. Maybe not. No. Yeah, going back to that point about you've got to get it away from Liu Chen at the front of the court. You know, I think he's similar in a way to Hendra Setiawan. They always seem to be in the right place at the right time. So you as a player against them are trying to get it away from them, but somehow they read what's happening and they just happen to be there at the right time.
Yeah, incredible readers of the game. But that's where you have to almost not be too creative, but slightly creative, because they'll always cover the simpler, easier option. And that's why you need to just be a little bit more bold with the shots you play, or confident with the shots you play, so you play something slightly different.
Game interval, and the more experienced pair, the number 7 seeds, Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, with the advantage, a 3-point advantage here in the second game.
Eleven, 8, play.
Yeah, clash of rackets.
But the placement there in that final attack, much better from Ren. He's gone on the inside tram. That's why down that end it's so important, the accuracy of your attack. It's the right shot.
Yeah, that smash was deflected by hitting the top of the tape. Made it difficult for Wu Xuanyi.
The position for me of Wu Xuanyi, he's got to be covering his line more. He's too central.
Just wide. That's one of the examples where Liu Chen in the right place at the right time to make the interception.
Yes? Don't delay the game. Hey! 40, 10.
Oh, lucky neck cord there from Herji Ting.
11-14.
Hit the top of the tape. Went over, killing it absolutely dead. Yeah, there he is again. Right place at the right time.
11.
See on here. Ren, that's a good shot. That's the wrong shot. He's got to keep that straight and just fade it in. Because Liu covers what he should cover, which is the cross court. Big smash there. Just on the right hip.
And well, he has to try and make it tight over the net. What a rally. Could be the longest rally of the match. Oh, that's absolutely sensational. Was that called in or out, Chris?
I think it was in.
I thought it was in. That was my initial reaction. Yeah, clearly in.
Fantastic placement. And it's really a battle now of the pair that won the first, Herji Ting and Ren, trying to keep the attack and trying to get through. It's so tough. Their opponents are defending so well and against the drift.
Well, that was clearly the longest rally, 56 shots. Clever. I like that. Just the half smash.
Yep, and I don't think we've seen enough of it in this second game from them, because that's brilliant. The angle, the placement, everything. And I think it's the first time we've seen that.
Service 18-20.
3 points away from a third and deciding game.
Service 14-18.
Body language after that error from Herji Ting.
Service over. 19-14.
Knows that could be very costly. Two points away from taking this second game.
I'd be surprised if we see a better smash than that all day. That was absolute perfection.
Wow. Well, that wasn't too bad either. This is getting better and better.
20, game point 15.
5 game point opportunities to level this men's doubles final at 1 game apiece. One game all. 21-15, the second game.
Liu and Koswani, 21-15. 1 game on.
Umpire confirming it's 1 game all. A little under 40 minutes. And it's 1 game apiece. 21-15. That second game in favour of the number 7 seeds Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Final game. Low ball. Play.
So the umpire calls for the start of the third and deciding game. It's men's doubles final, the first ever Kumamoto Masters. Oh, what defense from Wu Xuanyi. Keeping it flat over the net.
One low.
Steering it towards the tram line. That was absolutely fantastic. Yep, the attacking play directed mostly at Wu Xuanyi once again. Looked an ambitious defensive shot to try from Wu Xuanyi.
4-1.
Just trying to play that cross court. That was never on. amazing what, or the amount of difference it makes hitting with the drift on the attacking play, when in all honesty, I don't think it's such a drifty hall. I mean, there is a drift, we know, but this arena here has been playing exceptionally well. But that little bit of difference on the drift makes a huge difference within the match.
Yeah, definitely. I do think there's a chance it's a fraction warmer today. The drift could be slightly more than in previous days. But yeah, it's been a massive difference in this men's doubles. I think U and Liu have been a lot more defensive as a pair, and when the attack hasn't been as strong, as powerful, they've been fine. But
that's the second service fault called on U Xuanyi, and he's livid. I didn't see him raise his left arm. You can sometimes tell when a player flicks, they just raise the left arm, which is holding the shuttle, and that's why they're called a fault. But I didn't see him raising his left arm there too much. It must have started a little high. Yeah, there's the attack on U Xuanyi again.
Again, it's the placement. 7-2. Made him move. Not hitting anywhere near his racket. Got his opponent off balance again. So important this side, Liu and U, that they get the attack, because they know they're going to really struggle to win by defending on this side. They want to be as close as possible when they change ends with the score. Even if they're down, it's not the end of the world.
Oh, that's a good smash. Put heart and soul into that. I think he'd been getting a little frustrated, U Xuanyi. Released a lot of that frustration and tension with that smash.
It shows even if you're against the drift, if you have good placement as he did then, you can get through. It's a clean winner. Liu's done well there because he's such a short lift. He did so well to stay in that point and then end up winning the point.
Four straight points by Liu Yuchen and U Xuanyi. They got 5 straight points.
7-8.
It's an incredible comeback considering it looked like they were getting a bit deflated in the style of play and their opponents were dominating the rallies.
Oh!
Wow.
That's a super return of serve from Ren Xianwu.
because when a player comes on their backhand, generally they follow their arm, so it would go cross court. That's what U's gone for. Ren just held it and punched it down the line. Fantastic deception.
Well, that was coming behind the back.
Liu's done exactly the right thing. He's taking the game on. He's not being passive. He's not being defensive. Being aggressive to get the attack. He knows he has to.
6 of the last 7 points now for the number 7 seeds. Yeah, and back level.
Just proving you can get through even down this end.
Oh, that's nice. That's great placement for her GT. Oh, my goodness. Too long. What a rally. So there'll only be 1 point in it at the change of ends here in this deciding game. But who will have the advantage? Some of that defensive play from Ren Xian Wu was quite extraordinary early on in that rally.
Play on.
So it is the more experienced pair, the seeded combination of Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, who have the advantage at the change of ends.
Play.
Well, considering they had been 2-8 adrift in this deciding game, it's quite remarkable that Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi are in the lead at the change of ends. Unbelievable. He was getting deeper and deeper in his defensive stance, Wu Xuanyi, and I think that all their opponents needed to do was put in the drop shot. Look where he's defending from. His partner standing his ground a little bit more. 10 of the last 12 points.
11, 12.
Going back to that other rally, that's why it's so integral that there's some variation.
Yeah.
He could stand so deep because he knew there was just power coming, and there was just power coming at his racket. He's got to go away from his racket. Makes it so much harder to return the shot. Good serve.
Very good serve. All level once more.
See who there, he really just wanted his forehand. Served the cross, still went forehand. Hit those two smashes really hard. Good placement though, inside trams. Just off of He Jiting's right hip.
That's a good return.
Yeah, good pressure on the return of serve. Just punch, then he's ready. Both players so high up the court.
On the receiver side, you mean?
Yeah, on the receiver side.
Yeah, that was a good return of serve too.
Same thing, and it's the same to me. You know, everyone's not jumping the serve, but putting a lot of pressure on. There needs to be more variation. The serves, there's nothing wrong with the serve quality. It's just too simplistic.
The problem is when they've tried to flick, they've been called a fault, or certainly Ushwani has.
The closer it gets, the tighter everyone gets. It's harder to calmly move the shuttle around. That's why it's so important to be on the attack.
Oh, it's gone over. Brilliant. There is the change of pace that we've been looking for.
And it also shows why. This is why we've been saying it's needed. Did so good, so well to get that. They're so deep in defence. It's not even that deceptive, really. It's just the right shot.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He served out wide again. Oh, that's a rare miss by Liu Chen.
60-40.
Could be a big point now, because Ren and He Jiting did incredible to stay in the rally. They're in big, big trouble at the start of that rally. Under a lot of pressure.
Six of the last 8 points now to He Jiting and Ren Xianwu.
It's a good shot, it's where the gap is. That's where, for me, if Liu's going to commit to the return and then his partner's got to cover, it's got to be a better quality return. Because Liu there has to cover everywhere, the forehand side and the backhand side.
7 of the last 9 points now to this combination. And that's off the back of 10 of 12 points to their opponents. This has been a most peculiar scoring pattern, hasn't it? Fluctuating fortunes. Going out wide on that low serve again. was an important rally.
That's a fantastic turn from He Ji-ting.
18,
That one there set the rally up.
Liu.
Six straight points and 8 of 10. It's going wide. Well, the more experienced pair have suddenly fallen to pieces. Due in large part because of the good play of He Ji-ting and Ren Xianu. That's gone long as well. And it's match point opportunities on
20, match point 14.
an incredible run. 10-12 down they were. Now on the verge of victory. Not yet.
15, 20.
And they've done it in only their 5th tournament together. He Ji-ting and Ren Xianu take their first title, beating teammates and the higher-ranked pair of Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi. 21-15 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 1 minute.
Match won by He Ji-ting and Ren Xianu, 21-14, 15-21, 21-15.
Well, that was a superb performance. My goodness me. Well, perhaps an inspirational move by the Chinese coaching staff to pair these two together, and the courage to do it at this time. Well, more than halfway through the Olympic qualifying period. And I think it's a very tall order to get anywhere near Olympic qualification, and look at the body language of Wu Xuanyi. Bitter disappointment for him and his partner. But this is exciting, having a new Chinese pair doing so well, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Confirmation of the score. 21-14, 15-21, 21-15 in the deciding game, an hour and 1 minute.
I think the way that He Ji-ting and Ren played the whole tournament was really impressive, really aggressive. Moved around each other so well, got the attack, kept the attack. So dangerous as well when they're on the attack. I do think they were the better pair today.
Well, and they finished the match from what appeared to be the more difficult end, according to the first two games. A first title together, but certainly not a first title for either of these two players. For He Ji-ting, it's a 6th title, her third men's doubles, because of course he had a wonderful mixed doubles partnership with Du Yue. For Ren Xian-yu, it's a fourth title,
HSBC BWF
third
World
in
Tour
men's
Super
doubles,
500, Kumamoto Masters Japan.
with three different partners now.
HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500熊本マスターズジャパン男子ダブルスの表彰式を行います。
Runners-up, CHN, China.
Liu Chen and Wu Xuanyi, their second final in two tournaments played, but unlike their performance and the result in Saarbrücken here in Kumamoto, they settled for second best.
China.
But in only their fifth tournament together, He Jiting and Ren Xian-yu climb on top of the podium, a first title in a first final as a pair.
We will invite TotalEnergies Vice President of Kumamoto Prefecture for a presentation of medals.
はじめにメダルの贈呈です。プレゼンターは熊本県副知事田島徹様です。
The medals presented by Mr. Tajima, Deputy Governor of Kumamoto Prefecture.
Congratulations and thank you very much, Mr. Tajima.
おめでとうございます。田島様ありがとうございました。
And now, presentation of supplementary prize. We invite Etsuko Togano, Japan Badminton Ambassador.
続いて副賞の贈呈です。プレゼンターは公益財団工事
Toganu,
日本バドミント
former
ン協会
great
や
women's doubles player,
トガノ
presenting the
エスコ様です。
mascots. I remember watching her play at the All England when I was just a youngster. One of the players that inspired me
Congratulations and
to
thank you
continue
very
with my
much,
badminton
Mrs.
journey. How
Togano.
wonderful to see her
おめ
here.
でとうございます。トガノ様ありがとうございました。
And right up, photo session. And now we see Kumamoto Prefecture Sales Manager and Happiness Manager Kumamoto, Kumamon for a group photo shot.
フォトセッションです。熊本県営業部長兼幸せ部長のくまモンも参加します。
So an excellent men's doubles final. And a new pair on the world stage to challenge the very best. They still look pretty fresh. My goodness. I never think they've just had a match lasting over an hour. Yeah, they're pleased with that. And so they should be. Well, we have just one more final to come, and our last final of the day is men's singles. It's the Olympic champion Victor Axelsen of Denmark up against the Asian Games silver medalist Shi Yu Chi of China.